Reverend David Ogolo, the Executive Director of African Network for Environment and Economic Justice, ANEEJ, and the World Vice Chairman of United Nations Convention Against Corruption, UNCAC, will today speak on the anti-corruption drive of the current Nigeria President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, through the Nigeria Television Authority, NTA, by 7:15 p.m. local Nigeria time. Reverend David Ogolo, who through its human rights organization, ANEEJ, had commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his swift response to the allegations of corruption filed against a serving minister, Betta Edu, in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, will be appearing live on the NTA program scheduled to be broadcast globally, including social media handles. As an organization dedicated to advocating for transparency and accountability, ANEEJ stands firm in its belief that every misappropriated fund intended for the welfare of the impoverished must be recovered and returned. The suspension marks a crucial step towards accountability, but ANEEJ emphasizes the need for a comprehensive investigation of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, given that it has lately become a cesspool of corruption. ANEEJ statement reads, adding, this investigation should be comprehensive and should cover the allegations against immediate past Minister, Sadiya Umar Farouk, and the suspended head and national coordinator of the National Social Protection Agency, NSPA, Haja Halima Shehu. It should not only focus on the beneficiaries of the sleaze, but also scrutinize the involved companies, showcasing the government's unwavering commitment to combating corruption and upholding the beneficial ownership policy in Nigeria. David Ogolo further highlights the urgency for President Tinubu's administration to reinforce action in implementing the Global Forum on Asset Recovery (GFAI) principles, saying, the lack of transparency and accountability within the management of social investments under Mrs. Betta Edu's tenure and her predecessor in office underscores the necessity for immediate action. In conjunction with anti-corruption efforts to unearth the fraud within the Ministry of Humanitarian and Poverty Alleviation, ANEEJ, alongside our anti-corruption partners, through the SCALE project supported by Palladium and USAID, will initiate Open Source Intelligence, OSINT, to launch a People's Tribunal. This move aims to exert significant pressure on the government, discouraging impunity and ensuring swift justice. Crime must not pay, and the Tinubu government must prioritize the fight against corruption as a fundamental agenda of his regime. ANEEJ added that it remains steadfast in its commitment to ensuring that justice is served and that the Nigerian populace can trust the government's efforts to combat corruption effectively.